What would you factor in your do you depend on real estate for cash flow, or is it just like, just is it you supplement money or food money, or where would you allocate that in regard to your personal finances?
Yeah, good question. So I have a concept that I call the well that never runs dry. It's somewhat of a conservative concept, but I think every single multimillionaire that I know of that's successful does some variation of this. They just don't call it that. I have a name for it. I call it, like I said, the well that never runs dry. It's basically this. Okay, so, well, okay, let me give you kind of the frame behind this. So the frame behind this is, you hear of all these people that make a lot of money, like these startup kids that make all these millions of dollars, and then they spend it all, or they live these extravagant lifestyles, and then they run out of money, and then you're like, what a fucking idiot, right? Or NBA stars and shit like that, okay? The fundamental problem is, how do you know how much money you can spend? You don't know. Like, how do you know? Like, you should live below your means, but when you get a lot of money, how do you know what your means are? So here's what I do. I take all the money I make, everything I make from business before, when I was working a regular job, from there, okay, all the money I make from all my businesses, and I take all of that and I put it into real estate, okay, and then that real estate is the well that never runs dry. And I don't spend any of the money that comes from my work or from my business. It only goes into real estate, okay? I don't spend any of it. Now, the money that comes out of real estate, that's my well, and I live off of that. And I can spend every cent of that. So if I'm making $15,000 a month from real estate, guess how much of that I need to save for the future? Zero. I can spend all of it. Why? Because next month it comes right back, 15,000. It's like a well, it refills.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the beauty of it, because if you do that, then what happens is, I'm still making all this money from my business, right? I'm not spending any of that money. I'm just buying more real estate with it. Boom. I'm making the well deeper, digging the well deeper. Pretty soon you're making $20,000 a month, right? I know some guys that are more advanced than me that are making like $50,000 a month. And they can spend $50,000 a month. They can move their lifestyle up to $50,000 a month. And it's not reckless, because every month they're going to get another 50,000. That well is going to refill, and all the money they're making from their business and everything else, they're dumping it back into digging the well. And if you use that strategy, it takes a little bit to get it started, right? But if you can live really on a meager income, like a lot of guys that I'm coaching, that I'm helping get started with this, they start off and we just get them to the point where they're making like $2,000 a month of passive income from real estate. It's not too hard to do. You could probably do that in 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years. And when you get to that point, then you just live off of $2,000 a month. It's a pretty meager living. But every single month, as you make more money and you do a new real estate deal, and now it's $2,500, now it's $3,000, now it's $4,000. Pretty soon you're a baller, spending $10,000 a month tax free, and because you've got it all in passive real estate income, right? I mean, that's kind of the way that it's, like I said, it's somewhat conservative, but it's a way that you'll never run out, and it's a way to create true wealth, because it replenishes every single month.
That's amazing. Do you live pretty Spartan yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
You have like if ladies and stuff.
What's that?
You have cleaning ladies? Yeah. You don't do menial tasks and stuff like that. It's not worth your time, yeah.
No, I don't spend my time on anything that I don't want to. Right? I spend the money on stuff like that. Like, as far as, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'll spend money. I can live pretty Spartan, like in general. But if I go somewhere, right, I'm going to probably fly first class. Most of the time I'm going to stay at a really nice hotel, right? Because I'm going to eat at, $200 a dinner restaurant and stuff like that, because because I have the money to spend it. Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to, spend it on. But like, I don't have a bunch of cars or toys and shit like that.